If you're learning AWS, there's a moment almost everyone goes through. You log into the AWS console, you see that big free tier label, and your brain just relaxes. You think, okay, I'm safe. I can click around and experiment without any risk. But that single assumption is exactly where most surprise AWS bills come from. It's not because AWS is trying to trick you. It's because free tier does not mean free everything. Let's break this down with some simple analogies that will actually stick. Think of the AWS free tier like getting free mobile data from your network provider. You typically get a limited amount of data for specific apps and only for a certain period of time. The moment you go over that limit, the billing starts silently. There's no pop-up, no warning sound, just usage charges appearing on your bill. AWS works the exact same way. Let's talk about EC2, the virtual servers. An EC2 instance is only free within certain limits. Imagine you have a backup generator at home. If you turn it on just to test it, but then forget to switch it off, it keeps burning fuel, right? EC2 is just like that. If your instance is running, AWS is charging. The free tier doesn't protect you from forgetting to turn things off. Here's another common trap: EBS storage. You stop an EC2 instance, or maybe you even delete it completely, but the storage volume attached to it often stays behind. This is like renting a storage container, taking all your stuff out, but continuing to pay the monthly rental fee for the empty box. Free tier storage is limited, and anything beyond that, you pay for. AWS won't automatically clean it up for you. Load balancers sound pretty harmless, don't they? But creating one is like hiring a security guard for your front gate. Even if no one visits your house, you still have to pay the guard for just being there. A lot of tutorials create load balancers automatically as part of the setup. If you forget to delete them after you're done, AWS will bill you for them. Now for the one that hurts beginners the most: NAT gateways. These are almost never free. Think of them like a private toll road. Every time data traffic passes through, you pay a toll. But even when there's no traffic, you're still paying a fee just for the road to exist. Creating a NAT gateway for a quick learning project and forgetting to delete it is one of the fastest ways to get an unexpected AWS bill. What about CloudWatch logs? They feel invisible, but logs are data, and that data gets stored. It's like having CCTV footage that records every single movement and stores it forever. That storage costs money. If you don't set rules for how long to keep those logs, AWS will just keep everything, and the cost will quietly add up. Then there are elastic IPs. These are free, but only when they are actively in use and attached to a running instance. If you reserve one and don't attach it to anything, AWS charges you. It's like paying for a reserved parking spot that you're not even using. It's a small cost, but it's a very common mistake. And let's not forget RDS databases. These are powerful, but leaving one running when you're not using it is like keeping a restaurant open overnight with no customers. You're still paying for the staff and the electricity. The free tier has limits on database usage, and once you cross them, the billing starts. So, here is the one real rule you need to learn to save money. If a resource exists in your account, assume it can cost you money. The free tier doesn't protect you from being careless. It rewards awareness, discipline, and regular cleanup. Smart beginners stop what they're not using. They delete what they've finished testing. They check their billing dashboard regularly. And they assume nothing is free forever. That's the mindset that makes AWS safe and predictable. The AWS free tier is incredibly generous, but it's not a sandbox. It's a real cloud environment with real pricing. Once you understand what isn't free, AWS becomes a powerful tool instead of something to be scared of. If this video helped you understand the AWS free tier better, please give it a like. If you're learning AWS and want more explanations that actually make sense, subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, which AWS service cost surprised you the most. Thanks for watching.